The Viking Invasions, Raiders, Conquerors, and Settlers. Introduction. The Viking invasions were one of the most transformative events in medieval history. These invasions, carried out by Norse warriors from Scandinavia, reshaped the political, economic, and cultural landscapes of Europe from the late 8th century to the 11th century. The Vikings, feared for their seafaring skills and ferocity in battle, raided, traded, and eventually settled across vast territories, from the British Isles and France to Russia, and even North America. This story explores the origins, key invasions, and the lasting impact of Viking expansion. Origins of the Viking Age. The Viking Age is traditionally marked by the raid on Lindisfarne in 793 CE, an event that shocked Christian Europe. This attack on a Northumbrian monastery in England was a sign of things to come. Waves of Norsemen launching daring raids along European coastlines and rivers. The reasons for Viking expansion were multifaceted. Population growth. The limited farmland in Scandinavia encouraged exploration and conquest. Political fragmentation. Local chieftains sought wealth and glory to consolidate power. Trade and wealth. The Vikings aimed to control lucrative trade routes and plunder rich cities. Technological advancements. Their longships allowed them to navigate both open seas and inland rivers with ease. Major Viking raids and conquests. 1. Viking raids on the British Isles. After the attack on Lindisfarne, the Vikings intensified their assaults on England, Ireland, and Scotland. By the mid-9th century, they had established permanent settlements. The Great Heathen Army, 865 CE, a massive Viking force, led by warriors such as Ivar the Boneless and Halfdan Ragnarsson, invaded England. They conquered much of Northumbria, East Anglia, and Mercia before facing resistance from Alfred the Great of Wessex. Danelaw, 878 CE, the Vikings settled in eastern England under the Treaty of Wedmore, establishing their own laws and customs. Scotland and Ireland. Vikings founded cities like Dublin, York, and Waterford, turning them into important trade hubs. 2. Viking expansion into France. The Vikings also targeted the Frankish Empire, repeatedly raiding towns along the Seine and Loire rivers. Siege of Paris, 845 CE, the Viking leader Ragnar Lothbrok led an army that sacked Paris. King Charles the Bald paid a ransom to make them leave, but this only encouraged further raids. Normandy, 911 CE, Viking leader Rollo was granted land in northern France by King Charles III in exchange for protecting the region from other Norse raiders. This territory became Normandy, a powerful medieval duchy. 3. Viking influence in Eastern Europe and Russia. Moving eastward, the Vikings, known as the Varangians, established trade routes connecting Scandinavia to Byzantium and the Islamic caliphates. The Rus and the Kievan state, Viking traders and warriors, led by Rurik, established the first Russian state in Novgorod, 862 CE. His successors expanded into Kiev, creating a powerful kingdom that influenced Russian history. Varangian Guard. The Byzantine Empire recruited elite Viking warriors as bodyguards for the emperor. These feared Norse mercenaries played a key role in Byzantine politics and military campaigns. 4. The Viking exploration of the Atlantic. The Vikings were among the greatest explorers of their time, reaching distant lands far beyond Europe. Iceland and Greenland. Norse settlers, led by Eric the Red, colonized Iceland and later Greenland in the 10th century. Vinland and North America. Around 1000 CE, Leif Erikson, son of Eric the Red, reached North America, establishing a short-lived settlement in what is now Newfoundland, Canada. This made the Vikings the first Europeans to set foot in the New World, nearly 500 years before Columbus. The decline of Viking power. By the late 11th century, Viking dominance began to wane due to several factors. The rise of stronger European kingdoms, England, France, and the Holy Roman Empire developed stronger defenses against Viking attacks. Christianization of Scandinavia. The adoption of Christianity by Viking rulers led to a decline in raiding culture. Internal conflicts. Viking territories faced civil wars, weakening their ability to conduct large-scale invasions. Integration and assimilation. Many Vikings settled in conquered lands, blending with local populations and adopting new customs. Legacy of the Viking Invasions. The Vikings left a profound impact on history. Language and culture. Norse words and traditions influenced English, French, and Russian cultures. Political impact. Viking leaders established dynasties that ruled in England, Normandy, and Russia. Maritime influence. Viking shipbuilding techniques shaped naval warfare and exploration for centuries. Mythology and folklore. Norse legends, from Thor and Odin to epic sagas, continue to inspire literature, films, and games today. Conclusion. The Viking invasions were more than just a series of brutal raids. They were a movement of exploration, trade, and cultural exchange that shaped medieval Europe. From the shores of England to the rivers of Russia and the icy lands of North America, the Vikings carved their place in history as warriors, seafarers, and settlers. Their legacy endures in the modern world, reminding us of the age when longships ruled the seas and the Norsemen shaped the fate of nations.